Mardi Gras ball, some boy who took me to it got too drunk to stand up. I wanted to go home. My coat was in the cloakroom. They couldn't find the tickets for it in his pockets, so I said, oh hell, let it go. I started for a taxi and somebody took my arm and said, I'll drive you home. As we left the hotel, he put his coat over my shoulders and I looked at him and I don't think I'd ever even seen him before then, really. Well, he took me home, but he took me another place first. We stopped at the end of Esplanade Street near the Dueling Oaks. I said, what for? He didn't answer, instead struck a match to light a cigarette, and I looked at him and I knew what for. I think I got out of the car before he got out of the car, and we walked through the wet grass towards the great misty oaks as if someone was calling us for help there. And when he took me home, he said an awful thing to me. We better forget it, he said. My wife's expecting a child, and I just sat there thinking a little. And then suddenly I called for a taxi to take me right back to the Roosevelt Hotel ballroom. The ball was still going on, and I thought I had gone back to pick up my borrowed coat, but that wasn't what I had gone back for. No, I had gone back to make a scene on the floor of the ballroom. Yes, I didn't stop at the cloakroom to pick up Aunt Violet's old mink stole. No, I marched right in there and I spotted him on the floor and I hit him as hard as I could in the face and the chest with my fists until Cousin Sebastian took me away.
Great, thank you, Serena. So I want to make sure that your focus is really clear of who you're speaking to. Try not to look at me directly. Yeah, so maybe over my head. Yeah, maybe off to a side.
I wasn't sure about that.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay to make that mistake here. That's what you're here to learn, yeah? But when you look at me, it involves me in your scene. Now all of a sudden, I'm your scene partner, and I can't do my job, which is looking at things and writing things down and things like that. Makes sense? Good. So I want this monologue to build a little more. I want it to have a little more depth and a little more color, and I think part of that will come when you just doing a little more acting work on it. Asking yourself who you're speaking to, right? What you want from them. Why are you telling them what you're telling them? Yeah, like what do you need from them? Yeah, you don't have to answer that question now, but these are things that you need to think about. What might they be saying to you in the middle? Like, can you write lines for them if they're saying things like, I don't believe you. Like, why did you do that, right? You can think about that, and then that gives you a little more opportunity to sort of vary what you're saying, yeah? Nice job, Serena.